What's up guys, my name is Ace, and yesterday we finally got some official news and confirmation of this year's Call of Duty game. Up until yesterday, we've kind of just been relying on leaks and rumors, and it has been long rumored that Sledgehammer is going to be the lead developer for CoD 2021 that should be coming out later this year. And yesterday, in an investor's call, that has now been officially confirmed by Activision. In this call, it was also confirmed that we will be getting this Call of Duty game in 2021, so probably right around the same time that we normally expect Call of Duty, in late October or early November. And that does go against some of the more recent rumors that have been floating around that they were actually going to be delaying CoD 2021, and instead they were going to release Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. And that's a rumor I didn't make a video on because I just didn't believe it. And it's not that I don't believe the rumor that there are potentially a lot of development issues right now with CoD 2021. It's more so I don't believe that Activision would take a year off and delay a game, and I'm sure they would much rather launch a broken, unfinished game than no game at all for a year. But let's take a look at some of the key points from this investor call, keeping in mind, of course, they didn't give us a bunch of details about the game itself. We still don't have official confirmation of the setting of the game, even though it is heavily rumored from a wide variety of sources that it's going to be another World War II Call of Duty game. And this does seem very likely, especially because this is coming from a very wide variety of sources. But one key point here we got from Activision Blizzard's COO is this game is going to be a built-for-next-generation experience with stunning visuals across campaign, multiplayer, and cooperative modes of play. They also mentioned it's designed to both integrate with and enhance the existing Call of Duty ecosystem. So while that's not much, it's nice to see that this is a built-for-next-generation experience, although that could be taken many different ways. I'm hoping this means it's going to be more along the lines of what they did with Black Ops 3, where they truly designed the game from the ground up for the next generation of consoles, and then they created a port for the previous gens, which looked terrible and was way worse, but that meant that we were able to get a better experience for the new generation of consoles at that time. Now, additionally with this, we do have official confirmation of campaign, multiplayer, and cooperative modes, which isn't too surprising or anything, but it's nice to see some confirmation of that because, of course, with Black Ops 4, we didn't get a campaign at all. And with a lot of the rumors suggesting that there's been a lot of problems with development, there were a few questions about whether or not they'd just be like cutting the campaign completely and just focusing on multiplayer. But we will be getting campaign, multiplayer, and co-op modes. I would guess they're probably going to be doing zombies again, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see on that. And one other thing that was confirmed is they are going to be integrating with Warzone, which is absolutely no surprise at all. This is their big moneymaker at this point. This is where the vast majority of their players are because it's a free-to-play experience. And of course, with every new Call of Duty game, they bring a bunch of new weapons and skins and all kinds of things that you can buy that will make way more money for Warzone. So this is really no surprise at all. It will be interesting to see how far they take this integration, especially considering this is likely going to be a World War II Call of Duty game. Are we going to go back in time again with Warzone? And then are we going to be using modern day guns in a World War II setting? Because I doubt they would just completely drop all of the Modern Warfare guns. And it's already a little bit weird seeing that in the 1984 version of Verdansk, but it would be even more jarring to see that in a World War II environment. So this definitely raises a lot of questions, and I guess for this, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Now, one other really important piece of information I wanted to pull from this investor call is Activision plans to hire 2,000 more developers over the course of the year. And they also said they plan on tripling the size of the development teams for Call of Duty. So they're investing way more resources into Call of Duty, probably because Warzone has been such a massive success for them. And I do see this part as really good news, because I feel like that's a lot of the problem right now, is they're just not investing enough resources to make the game as good as it can be. And I'm hoping that with this investment in more developers, that means we can get better quality of life improvements, faster quality of life improvements, and just an overall better gameplay experience. Now finally, before we wrap this up, I've had a lot of people asking what are my thoughts on the upcoming Call of Duty game, even though we don't really know much information. How am I feeling about this upcoming Call of Duty game and the fact that it's being developed by Sledgehammer? My first thought about this is I'm a little bit concerned with what we're going to be seeing this year. Like I said earlier, there have been a lot of reports over the past couple months from independent sources that have been mentioning that the development cycle isn't going great for Sledgehammer, and this is probably one of the reasons they're hiring so many more developers so they can get this game out in time and in a reasonable state. And as nice as a lot of this stuff sounds coming from the investor call, a big thing to keep in mind with investor calls is they're always going to be sugarcoating things a little bit in those investor calls. So I definitely have some concerns about the development of this game and whether or not it will be super rushed and what kind of quality we're going to see out of the game when it initially launches, at least. And additionally, if it is a World War II Call of Duty game, that's definitely not what I'd be looking forward to as far as the setting goes. I have made a whole video about this a little while back when it was first rumored that it would be a World War II CoD game. But for me, I would have much preferred to see a modern to near future sort of Call of Duty game that would open up a lot more creativity when it comes to weapons and equipment and settings and things like that. Because I just feel like when you put yourself in a World War II setting, you will limit a lot of the creativity there. And it's been done so many times in the past that I don't know how they're going to make it feel like a really fresh and unique experience. We're likely going to be using a lot of the same guns that we've been using for pretty much all of the other World War II Call of Duty games we've played over the years. And yeah, I'm just kind of worried that the whole World War II thing has been played out, and I don't think I'm ready for another one yet. Having said that, I do care far more about the actual multiplayer gameplay and the gameplay design philosophy surrounding that. And I am excited to see what Sledgehammer can pull off when it comes to that aspect of the game, because especially after Condrey and Schofield left with CoD World War II, I feel like they really turned that game around, and I was really liking a lot of the changes they were making to that game and the direction that they were taking that in, so I am excited to see what they can build from the ground up with their new leadership. Now, of course, those are just my thoughts. I'd like to know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about the fact that Sledgehammer Games is making the next Call of Duty game? And also, what do you think about the fact that they are tripling the development team for Call of Duty? Do you think this is going to have a really positive effect on the game, or maybe a negative effect? Just let me know those thoughts down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.